Crypto Dreams.
I'm going to show you how to make your NFT collection on OpenSea look 10 times better. So I'm going to go through how to create a header image, improve your logo, and add a feature image. So for those who don't know what a feature image is, if you click on your profile and go create it, this is where your collection covers are. So each collection should have its own feature cover image. And as you can see, the ones I have at the moment are not that impressive. So first impressions count, which means, yeah, you should definitely make an effort on making sure you have the best artwork possible on all your covers, and you have a very good description. So how do we edit all this? So there's a few ways. So you click on your collection, you can click on this here, go to edit collection, or you can do it via the studio tab. So if we click this collection studio, it goes straight into the settings. So the first thing we want to focus on is the name of your collection. And I would select a name which you think people would be looking for, but also reflects the actual collection name as well. So here, in description, not many people like to write description because it can be hard to find the words and apply the correct grammar, etc. So I recommend just write something roughly. So I'm going to change that to dreams. But this is an ERC 721 smart contract, limited to 100 NFTs. Okay, so there is a way we can improve this description quite easily. So you might have heard of AI chat applications such as Chat GPT. There's also one called u.com. Not many people know about this one. So Chat GPT has a cutoff point of 2021. So anything that you write basically in this, it will get its data from before 2021. That's the cutoff point. With u.com, it doesn't have a data cutoff point, so it's going to give you sort of recent information. Also with u.com, you don't have to create an account. You can just simply go into it like I did here and start using it. For this example, I'm going to use Chat GPT. So what we can do, we can say reword and then put this in quotes and then put add more. So you want it to reword our description and also add more content to it. Yep, so it has reworded it. Add more content. I want it to be a bit longer than that. Yeah, there we go. That sounds a bit better. Obviously, you would check this to see if it really does reflect your collection and what you want to get across. But you could basically ask Chat GPT or u.com to do anything. Or you could even get it to summarize in a certain amount of words. And so at the moment it's used 431 characters. Yes, at the end, I always recommend to put in some kind of link. So I'm going to do a link to the Crypto Dreams website. I'll put learn more about us. And ideally, we want that to stand out, the learn more about us, because that's like a heading. So to do that, if you click this markdown, it tells you how to do it. So if we put some star characters either side, and then you get a bold text. So let's do that. We put these either side and on that link, then the text between it should be bold. You won't see it go bold here. It's only when we save, and then you see it from the front end. URL, you can change that, but it's possible it might clash into someone else's URL. It's basically first come, first serve with the URLs. If it's taken, you'll have to adjust it to something else. So categories and tags, it'll either be R or PFBs normally, so I'm going to set to that. So you can actually set tags here, and that's important for sort of in-house search optimization. So whatever tags you put in there, when people are typing into the Opensea search, it'll probably help your collection be found. So think carefully what you want as your tags. I won't include any at the moment because this is just a test collection. So feature image. The problem with images is that most of the time websites recommend a certain size, and creators actually ignore its demands. Maybe it's because they don't know how to create an image of them exact dimensions. The easiest way to do that is using a free website called canva.com. You can pay for this website to get extra features, but to do what you want, you can do it for free. So you click custom size once you're in this, once you've created an account, and I can actually say 600 width, 400 height is what I want my template to be. So I've now got an area of them dimensions, and all I've got to do is just put my artwork in there to show it off. So this will be my feature image. But let's upload some of our artwork, and we can just arrange it. What's good about Canva as well, see that red line come up, it sort of finds the center of things as well, so we know that, say this is a center. So I mean, you could spend hours making things look great, but this is just to show you have tools to do what you want. Also, you'll notice in Canva is that you actually have some design templates as well. So if we type in, say, gallery in design, you can then move things over to here, and then you can even insert images into here, for instance, which is pretty clever. This is quite handy for promotion as well, so you can actually advertise your collection in Twitter and make graphics for it. And also you can search for different sort of icons or different images. So if we type in blockchain, for instance, as you can see, you've got different graphics for blockchain here, different photos, and you can add this in into the background. So there's quite a lot you can do, but the purpose of this example is just to show you how to create something to the right dimensions, and how to easily add in artwork. Okay, so we're going to import some more images. I think it's quite good to always include images of your collection, in these feature images, and also the header one. Just make sure that's all lined up properly. So that would be our feature image. And what you can do with Canva, you click share and then you go to download. You can actually download it in different file formats as well, and different quality. So I suggest PNG. So let's download that. And then what we can do is simply go back to here and put it into your feature image. So let's put that in. There we go. What else do we need to do? Yeah, so that's it for that. So save collection. And also you want to check your earnings as well. So you can set this to, I don't know what the maximum limit is, but I normally do around 6%. So that's already set, that's fine. You can actually split your earnings, I believe, with other collaborators. Yeah, so when you click on design your page, it's now giving me the option to add a banner. Now, this is going to be the hardest thing for you to do because most of the time it's very hard to make it look good for both mobile and desktop. So when you're designing it, I'd just think just do it for mobile really, because most people do use mobile. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't automatically resize depending on the device. It's just one size fits all. So let's go to add banner. Under the banner settings, it will give you the fold format, but not the dimensions, which is not that useful really, because the perfect banner would fit exactly in this box here. But on the Opensea website, it does give you some advice about banner images, and it's saying the minimum of 1,400 times 350 and the aspect ratio. So the aspect ratio is the most important thing because you want that to then fit exactly in that box. So what we're going to do is create a banner image which is 2,800 times 700. So it's just the double the size, but it'll still be the same aspect ratio. So we're going to use the same technique as before in Canva. I've done one earlier just to save time. So as you see, it says the dimensions there, 2,800 times 700. That's our banner image. And I'm going to download that. Okay, so let's add that. And what this is showing you is how it will look like on a desktop device. And if you click this, this is how it will look like on a mobile device. And a bit of an issue here, because even though we've set it to the recommended aspect ratio, it's unable to actually fit in the box. And even if you did do it to their exact dimensions, it would still look like this. So that means the advice on the Opensea website for dimensions is not correct. However, there is a way that I know of how we can find out the exact dimensions that will make this look good. So if you're on Chrome, you can right click and then left click inspect. And this is a clever web developer tool where you can actually look through HTML code of a website. So what I want to do is find the HTML code that's responsible for resizing this image, because it wants, it only wants a particular size. So we want to know what that particular size is that it wants. Yeah. So when I go up to this piece of code here, in the top left is saying that it's resized it to about 1,200 times 450. I mean, it's important to get the exact size, because if it's not, then that actually skews your image, and yeah, it's just not going to show it in the best quality possible. So yeah, let's go and resize the image to that, which I've done earlier actually. So let's click this. Yeah, so this is the same image, but what I did is click magic switch and then go to, where is it? Yeah, custom size. Yeah, and then I typed in this width 1,200 times 450 instead. In fact, we can actually do double that to make sure doesn't lose quality. So we can actually do that. So yeah, that means it'll be able to cope with screen sizes without them sort of dimensions. So that's why it's worth upscaling a little bit. As I said, there's aspect ratio that matters. So see, so resize this to sign. So it won't look any different because it's still the same aspect ratio. The only difference is it's bigger. Okay, let's download that image. All right, what happens when we insert the resize image using my dimensions? So if we hover over that, that is 2,400 times 900, whereas the first one we put in was 2,800 times 700. So the first one was Opensea's dimensions. This is my dimensions. And as you can see, it looks pretty good, even with the mobile view. I think it might have been a bit of a fluke, but I kind of got it sort of fits in the images quite nicely there. So when you're designing it for mobile as well, you kind of want it so so when it ends up zooming into the middle part of your banner, you want it to look like that's how you intended it to be, as a whole banner. Yeah, it looks good on both devices. Obviously, it's cutting it off a little bit there. Actually, no, I don't think it is. Yeah, it does fit. Seems to be a perfect fit. So I'll save that. Okay. Yeah, and then we go back and see what it looks like. It's not showing straight away, but it's probably because it just needs to wait a while to load it up. There we go. Fits perfectly. Yeah, so that looks a lot better. We have that. We've got the description in there. As you can see, you've got the bold applied to the description. And you can also make your own logo using Canva as well. Yeah, I hope that helps. Please like and subscribe. I'll see ya.